Welcome to Rooted in Foods and to German American Heritage Month. Got all that out in one breath. I am Nikki.
And I'm Chili.
Notice anything different?
Yeah.
Sorry. We're still the Davises.
We are.
I totally missed that.
Yeah, she missed it. She's amazed by my baby face.
By your baby face that's
right.
back
That's
and
right.
clean shaven because,
Why not?
Got to change it up every now and then.
Yeah, it's almost time to grow it again.
Well, it's almost November, and there's
no
some
shave November. Yeah,
that. There you go.
Yeah.
So you're gonna.
No.
Oh dear Lord! All right, here we
we
go again, folks. So,
nope.
Man, we get off on tangents right off the beginning.
Well, that's what we're supposed to be.
Anyway, so again, German American Heritage Month, and I promised at the beginning of the month we were going to do German food every Monday, and we are. Yeah. The drink has been a little bit difficult this week, so
because Germans just like beer.
I know they drink beer.
Drink beer.
Sometimes wine.
You know what? Next week I can just drink beer. It's no big deal to me.
Well, we'll make that work somehow. Maybe. We'll work that in.
Yeah. I might just have a beer sitting around and make a drink just besides.
Whatever.
Yeah. I'm telling.
So let us know that you're watching and where you're watching from and what you're having for dinner. And we have
a neighborly drink for Germany.
We do have a neighborly drink. Yeah. We're just gonna move slow tonight with what we're doing.
We're gonna wait for people to show up and say hi.
We've got a 3 people watching.
Yeah, couple.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
They're here.
Yeah, they're here.
They know where the party is.
Oh, we lost one. See, they're just they're like, what the hell? You're sticking around for this.
So we are going to mix drinks, or he is. We are going to cook, and we are having a German farmer's breakfast for dinner.
What's it called?
No, I can't. I don't do the whole. It sounds bad, guys. I'm Midwest, Southern Illinois, hillbilly accent, trying to speak German. But in Berlin.
Yeah,
they call it Hoppel Poppel, which I love saying. Hoppel Poppel.
Well, we'll have Hoppel Poppel.
It's kind of like hodgepodge for us.
Yeah.
So I'll explain Hoppel Poppel when we get there. But right now, let's get there.
Get here first.
So we're gonna go to the neighbors.
Just a little bit to the east.
I can't remember which neighbor.
Austria.
Okay, thank you. I could not remember which neighbor we got this from.
Austrians.
So we kind of searched to see what was popular in coffee houses as far as alcoholic beverages. And this one kind of, it came up in the list. So there are very few that have alcohol.
Cafe Maria Teresa.
Which I think is a very interesting name. Well, and I could find absolutely no origin story whatsoever.
It's right here.
Oh, you did the research. He did the research.
People throughout Austria, this flavorful coffee is named for the beloved Austrian Empress Maria Theresa from Viking River Cruises.
All right, then. So it is a Viking River Cruises cocktail.
That's right. We'll drink it to her.
Well, we will, for sure.
All right, so
hop to it.
Let's start off good. So the first thing in a coffee drink, we got to make it sweet because coffee's kind of bitter at times. So each one of us gets a teaspoon of sugar.
Woo!
Because they say a teaspoon of sugar helps the medicine go down.
Something like
Somebody said that once. And because I have a bigger glass and I like sweets a little bit more than she does, I'm getting 2 teaspoons of sugar.
You need it.
I need it tonight. And then we're going to use another neighbor of Germany, the old Cointreau, because it's made in France. And it's an orange liqueur. There is an ounce. And because I knew we were going to run out.
Oh, you are out.
Oh, yeah.
Did you drain it out?
No, I'll drain it out into this one here in a minute.
Okay.
There's maybe a 1/4 ounce left. Because I have a taller glass, I'm going to get 2 ounces. So then we need our coffee liqueur.
You mean your coffee?
Yeah, our coffee.
Coffee.
You just set it down. It's probably a little warm.
It is a little warm, but it won't hurt anything.
So because you're you.
Then I have a smaller glass.
And you have a smaller glass. So you get 6 ounces. And 6 ounces is about 180 milliliters. So we'll just Go to about there. There's your 180 milliliters.
Cool.
And I get a little bit more. I could get about 360, but I don't think I'm going to fit 360 in this glass. So I'm going to go with 300 milliliters. Man, you'd almost think that I know what I'm doing,
right
measuring stuff. So there we go. Now, can I hand my bar spoon, please?
Mm-hmm. Ah, there you go.
Thank you. We're going to stir this up a little bit.
Mm.
Dum, dum, dum. And you know what I need?
I do, right here.
I need my topper. So if we were really being fancy, we'd make heavy whipped cream for you guys.
Not tonight.
Not tonight. We had a busy weekend, so
we had a very busy weekend.
I'm a little tired.
We fed 450 people at a tailgate.
I didn't feed that many.
Well,
I didn't feed any people.
Prepare all the food either. We had help doing that, but we definitely fed that many.
I didn't feed anybody except me.
Well, you poured beer for that many.
I poured beer for that many. Went through 8 kegs in 4 hours.
I can smell the orange. It smells really yummy.
Yeah. There we go.
All right, so
and I want some fresh shaved.
Gonna work on that.
Chocolate. Now we're using dark chocolate. Use milk chocolate, whatever kind of chocolate, because honestly, the chocolate's just kind of there for looks.
It's pretty.
It makes it look pretty. You're not going to taste the difference in your dark chocolates versus your light chocolates in this because of the coffee and the orange liqueur.
This would be plenty
and the
sweet
whipped
if you don't.
cream.
I will say that like dark chocolate grates better than milk chocolate. Milk chocolate is
breaks
a little
apart.
on the soft. Yeah. But beyond that,
And it looks really good though. Phoebe doesn't know the whipped cream is existing.
No, I had to hide it from
we hid it from the kid.
That there for the time being.
Because this
otherwise it would
have disappeared.
Overnight. I just bought it yesterday.
Yeah. So there we go.
It
grab your glass.
My cute little vintage.
Yeah.
This is actually
good luck with that one.
I'm going to have it all over my face is what I'm going to do.
That's why I got rid of the flavor saver.
That
it's good.
It's good.
It's delicious. You got a little bit of chocolate on your lip. Now I got a little bit of chocolate on my lip, and I'm just going to leave it there.
This is good, guys. You should try it.
Mm-hmm. That's an easy recipe.
Wow, that's good.
So
I like that.
6 ounces of coffee. We
let it cool down a little bit, but
we kind of made a stronger coffee than normal. So
yes, because it's really supposed to be espresso.
It is, but we don't have espresso.
And the espresso maker is at somebody's office.
Shame on me.
So we just made a little bit richer coffee in our coffee pot. So 6
ounces of coffee.
That's good.
An ounce of
that's really
Cointreau,
good.
Yeah. A teaspoon of sugar. Not much sugar. You don't need much.
Mm-mm.
There you go.
Or fake sugar, sweet and low,
sweet
whatever
low,
you want.
Splenda.
It would all work.
Yeah.
So.
And if you're like me, double it up.
So the Hoppel Poppel situation. I think most of you watching, probably at least most of you in the comments, I'm related to most of you in the comments, actually. Yeah. So I know where you live. Mm-hmm. For those of us in the Midwest, this particular German dish is a lot like our hash that we would make for breakfast that has like fried potatoes. Like
does this have bacon in it?
Well, it has sausage in it. I'm using sausage because I'm out of bacon. That's it's $6.99 a pound right now.
I'm just asking. I like, bacon with my breakfast.
But I have bacon grease, so best of both worlds there.
There we go.
So it originated as a way for farm families, essentially,
to eat the leftovers.
Moms, to use up leftovers. So I grew up with a variation of this, and most of us did.
Yeah.
But the Berlin version, and I say that because there's kind of this urban recipe as compared to or opposed to the rural farmhouse recipe. Not really a lot of difference, but
well, the urbanites didn't have access to all the things that the ruralites had access to.
Well, something like that. But really, it's to use up leftover meat, leftover potatoes, whatever vegetables. So like we would make vegetable soup and like throw everything in the pot Kind of the same principle there. So, however, the leftover situation, in Berlin, not so much with the leftovers. Everything's made fresh, so it's kind of the I don't know, fresh take on the homestead version. So all of that to say, I have half a pound of regular country sausage. This is venison sausage because that's what I have in the freezer right now to use up.
That's right.
But because we all know, we've talked about this before, venison is so lean.
We're adding some fat.
I'm adding some fat to it.
Some bacon fat.
So I rendered some bacon down the other day. So I'm going to add about a tablespoon of the bacon fat. And let this get going.
So we have Dan, Deb, and Jill. Who else is out there watching us from TV land or from internet land?
Join the conversation. Here, would you put this in the fridge so it doesn't melt?
Well, it's going to get used again.
Well, I know, but it does better when it's cold.
Okay.
So if you don't own one of these little handy dandy ground meat breaker uppers, you need one. Because it mostly makes it easier to break up the meat. This is fighting with me a little bit tonight. So half a pound of sausage that I'm cooking down. Venison, it's not going to render much fat, so I added some bacon fat to it. If you're using regular sausage, you'll have plenty of fat.
Yeah.
Traditionally, this recipe is, you want to do that part?
Yeah. You go over here and talk.
Is eggs, potatoes, leeks or onions, and I'm going to use leeks and shallots tonight. And either ham or bacon, and we think of bacon as, long slices from the pork belly. Not necessarily the same thing in Europe. So ham would be the closest.
Canadian bacon.
Canadian bacon, yeah. However, Midwest, USA, sausage works just fine for us.
That's right.
We're going to mix it up just a little bit because that's what we have right now in our house to use. I'm going to move this over here so they can see you doing all the fun stuff.
Well, I'm mixing it in to get all of the bacon fat everywhere.
I'm going to shift that. There we go. Hopefully I don't lose anything here. Okay.
So we've got plenty of bacon fat in here.
So while you're doing that,
what else are you going to do? You going to answer some questions?
The touch screen's making it so much better.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's funny. Mom's cat comes running when he hears me talking.
Yeah.
Because he thinks I'm there. Aunt Deb, I found that coffee, that it's an old school Irish coffee mug, and I found one at one of our local, let's call them antique stores, junk stores. One, I've never seen any more. All right, so while Chili's doing that, I'm going to pop over here. I've already peeled most of the potatoes I'm going to use. I'm going to finish peeling this one just to show you
techniques and tribulations.
An easy way to do it, yeah. So I've said this before too. I keep potatoes. If I'm going to have potatoes for a meal in the week, I cook extra potatoes because I know I'll use them for other things through the week. So
because you're married to me.
Well, yeah, because they're potatoes, and my grandma did that, so that's what I do. So these are just russet bakers, and is this the one? No, this is the one. I microwaved a bunch of them a couple days ago. So I said before, when you microwave potatoes, make sure you pierce the skin, pretty far into the potato, in 2 or 3 or 4 spots, so the potato doesn't explode in the microwave, because it will. And right here is where this one exploded in the microwave. So I had potato all over the damn microwave. So once you've cooked them and they've cooled down enough to touch, these are out of the refrigerator. So
your mom asked if our venison sausage was flavored like breakfast sausage.
So this is just country sausage. So yeah, it would be the equivalent of a breakfast sausage. I'm going to add some more herbs to it. I think it's not quite as herby as country sausage. I also, just as an FYI, had some Italian sausage made out of that venison that has the oregano and all the Italian herbs and spices.
That was really good.
Yeah. This one's a little, it's good. Don't mistake what I'm saying. It's just not as herby spicy as I'm used to for sausage. Okay.
It's definitely not as spicy as the old hot
but we're going to fix
hot.
that.
Good.
You can turn that down because it's like way moving. Okay. So pinch grip on a paring knife and a little bit, kind of choke up on a little bit more on the back end, because when you pare something or pull the skin off, you're going to hold, and if you've ever done this with an apple, you know how to do this, but kind of hold it steady there. This is going to be your finger that grabs hold here. Kind of start, and I shimmy in so I can get underneath that, and I always lose a little bit, but oh well. And you ought to be able to just peel, not that well, peel most of this off. Now, it takes a bit, which is why I did most of it before, because I try not to lose as much of the potato as possible. And see there, I took a big chunk off.
It'll be all right.
Yeah. And if you've got peel left on there, or don't peel them at all if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Traditionally, they're peeled, but, whatever. So I'm going to set those aside because I'm going to get some garlic in. Now, garlic is not part of the traditional recipe, but guess what?
It is in our house.
It is in our house. So we're going to, you just want to pop this in?
Yeah.
I'll let you do that. There's 2 more cloves. So we're going to add that to what chili is doing. I had leeks left over from a couple, 2 or 3 days ago. I used them in another recipe. And I pre-prepped these a few days ago, so I don't have the whole leek to show you, but this is the white and into the dark green. And I sliced them and then went through, this is what the original slice, about that size. Then I went through with kitchen shears and just cut into them to get these little dices, because I don't care how uniform these are for this recipe. So we're going to use a good couple handfuls of that. And a shallot, which I have not cut into. Related to the onion, this one's been hanging around a while, so who knows what it looks like on the inside. You can see the hairy end. And then here, I'm going to cut into that. The way shallots form, you get usually two decent sized bulbs and underneath all of the peel. So and you can kind of see right here is where the seam is. And cut into that a little bit and get those to come apart. Kind of like garlic cloves, but not quite. Man, it's being tough. Man, this garlic smells good.
Yeah, it does.
After you add garlic to something, keep it moving so it doesn't burn.
I'm trying.
And this guy's been hanging around a while, and I know that because it's got many, many layers of this outer peel. Okay, I'm just going to use part of this. We're going to leave the rest of this, and I'll stick it in the fridge since I cut into the top. And I do these just like onions. Cut them, get that outer peel off. These, they have an onion flavor, but it's very mild compared to an onion. So if you don't like onions, this is a great alternative. So are leeks.
I like onions. Hello, Cookie.
There we go. All right, so no point in getting my big knife out. I'm just going to use my paring knife to do these. No more than I have. So little dices. We're going to throw this in. And I'll be back. You want to hit the screen so they can see the... Ta-da! And a great big handful of leeks because they are going to cook down considerably. Yeah.
This one here is good.
I'm going to turn the heat back up.
Well,
then I have enough left for something else.
Yep.
Which I'm sure you're excited about.
Yeah,
so I'm just going to...
I don't mind leeks. Leeks are pretty good.
Put my shallot in there too. Okay.
Leeks and onions and shallots and all that.
Oh, it smells so good.
It smells deliciousness. It tastes good.
I have a bag of spinach. Do you want spinach in it or no?
No.
No spinach.
No.
This is the beauty of this
Let me
recipe.
see that. Let me see that spinach.
No, don't throw it away.
I'm not throwing it away.
Okay.
We'll wave the spinach at it. There.
You're gonna fake it?
The spinach has been waved.
Does that need more fat?
Well, probably. Never can hurt.
It looks like it's a little dry.
More bacon fat, please. See, eschew the good things for the deliciousness right there.
Oh, get that. No bacon abuse here. Oh, God. There you go.
Yep. So we got a little bit more bacon.
Now, farmers' breakfast is, it's supposed to be heavy and hearty.
Yep, we gotta
to
have
keep
eggs
you going
or
through the
something, don't we?
day. Oh, we got a lot to do here.
Okay. Well, I'm thinking that we gotta have eggs.
We have eggs.
Okay.
It's not there yet.
Okay.
Eggs are the very last thing that goes in.
Oh, okay. I'm just stirring.
You can probably let it go for a minute if you want.
Oh, I'm fine. Okay. I'm enjoying myself.
He's enjoying himself. He's fixing breakfast.
Yeah. Breakfast for dinner.
So I'm going to put some extra, since I have all these herbs over here. Goodness.
My whipped cream is melted.
Oh, well. It'll be good. So you guys can't see all these herbs. I'll turn that light off. That'll work better.
Oh, thank you.
I've got a whole bunch of herbs over here that are...
We don't want mint.
No, we don't want mint. I'm going to grab some of this basil, though.
Oh, yeah.
And thin it out. Sorry, I'm reaching because I don't want to get in front of chili.
Yeah.
I'm going to thin it out. This is...
They can see you, so yeah.
That's okay.
Yep. Just don't let the lady sit the counter.
Oh, okay. You guys can see that. That is... I can't even think of what variety of basil it is. Basil? Well, it's not Italian basil. It's
that
Genova.
Basil.
I want to say Genovese, but that's not right. It's Genova,
okay.
Which is not as thick of a leaf and not as rounded as a leaf. Flavor's a little bit different.
Is it more pungent, less pungent?
A little bit more pungent.
Oh.
But it's kind of the fennelly flavor that goes in sausage.
Oh, okay.
That I think that sausage is missing.
Oh. Phew. I got to step away for a minute. You're going to have to stir it.
You're over a hot stove there, babes.
I know it. It's got me working. I'm sweating.
So I'm going to throw some more herbs, and then we'll put the salt in it later.
You making them small little cuts?
I'm chiffonading them, and I probably should have shown that, but I did. You did.
Look at that.
So you get these long, thin ribbons, but I'm going to make them smaller than that even. And a paring knife is not the best knife to use here, but it's out.
It's what's in your hand. I'm going to turn this back down to low.
Okay, we're going to throw all this in.
So there's some basil.
And we're going to, we're going to quarter these potatoes here. So in quarters.
Yeah, because we're cooking here. We need to.
I know. I'm going to do that.
We need to go a little quicker.
This goes together quick.
It's not quick enough because it's cooking quick too.
Well, turn it down.
I just did.
Okay. You just did. All right. Potatoes coming in.
Coming in. Let me. There you go. There's taters.
All right. Now I'm done with this.
Are these cooked taters? Yes, you said that already.
Yes, I did say that already, but yes, they are cooked potatoes.
Okay.
We have pretzels in the air fryer too, by the way.
Let's get some of them out.
Well, I got to finish them.
Okay.
Okay, here. We're going to turn the potatoes over so they get down in here to hit that pan, that heat, so they crisp up a little bit.
Oh, okay. Maybe that needs more bacon grease.
How about some butter? Butter would give it a different flavor.
Yeah, we want butter. It'll be fine.
Okay.
The eggs will be in there soon.
The eggs will be in there. So we want the potatoes to at least get warmed through before we hit the eggs in there because those eggs will cook lickety-split.
Pretty quick.
Yep.
I'm done stirring for a minute.
Yes, you are. All right. Where am I? There.
I'll put you over there.
Yep.
We have dessert?
No, we have our bread.
Oh, okay.
So I've already mostly cooked these in the air fryer, and I will be honest with you, they came out of the freezer. I had nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
But we are going to hit them with some water.
Yeah.
And some salt.
You're going to spritz them?
And I don't have a spray bottle to spritz them with, so we're going to...
Well, use some oil instead of water.
Well, water's what makes the salt stick.
I bet you that spray can of oil that you have over there on your right-hand side.
It probably would too, but it's okay.
See, son-in-law's right. Add oil. Look at that. See?
Okay, fine.
First time in my life.
My spray can's almost empty. And we're going to put pretzel salt very carefully on these. If you don't like the salt, don't use as much.
If you like the salt,
use as much. We have a slight problem because my air fryer is not quite big enough, so I'm overlapped a little bit.
That's okay. You got tray number 2, so save some for tray number 2.
I am.
Okay.
Good Lord, man.
Hey, I know what I want.
All right, tray number 2. Good news is if it falls through, it falls onto tray number 1.
Exactly.
Oop. Now, it won't take long for these to finish up, a couple minutes.
You
I did them.
You have a whole lot of watching going on right now.
Yeah, can they see all that watching? Would you flip?
No, they cannot.
Stir these.
Stir
those, I mean.
I was going to stir. I was just thinking I better stir this.
Okay, so these were from the freezer section. I did not make these. But
nope.
Air fryer for 3 minutes at 400. Do this process back in the air fryer for a couple more minutes, and they are done. My air fryer is already hot.
That's right. Almost as hot as me.
Almost, baby.
That's right.
Okay.
There we go.
Now we're going to egg it up.
Heck yeah.
Bowl.
Eggies.
Farm eggs. Thanks to my friend Cheryl.
But you
I did it again. I do. Yeah. So if you happen to get an eggshell out, use a shell to get the shell because they like each other.
Shell attracts shell.
Yeah. And in my experience, it doesn't matter how you crack it, you're going to get shell somewhere. So
yeah. What about that one lonely one that you're leaving back there?
This one?
Yeah.
We'll use him.
Okay.
Come on. How hungry are you? When do you want leftovers?
I love leftovers.
Okay. So I'm going to use 8 eggs. We usually do two for each of us. If I do 8 or 9 eggs, then we have leftovers for breakfast tomorrow. Yeah. So leftovers of the leftover.
Ashley Deal has got their big eyes open. Mm-hmm.
Easy breezy, kiddo.
That's right. Pretty simple stuff.
All right, would you pop these back? Or I'll just pop it. Okay. So just like we mix up scrambled eggs or an omelet, we're going to use about a 1/4 cup of milk. Roughly.
Okay. You're going to stir.
And we're going to pepper it.
Oh, yes. Pepper. Lots of pepper.
But again, white pepper. Germans don't use black pepper.
This German does.
I know. It just happens to be the easy.
Okay.
Some salt, because eggs like salt.
Yeah, eggs do like salt.
Whisk, whisk, whisk. And remember, we threw some garlic in there, so we're... I mean, you don't have to do a lot of whisking here. Break up the yellows and get it all put together.
It actually says she needs a recipe book from you.
Oh, I can accommodate that, I'm sure. Okay. Nice yellow. I always think farm eggs are a little bit more golden on the yolk than
they are.
Usually.
They are. All right. So add them to it.
Yep. Are we flipping back over?
All right.
Not the potatoes then.
I got it. There we go.
All right. We're going in, and then I'll tell you what to do because I'm going to do this a little bit different than the recipe calls.
There we go. Here, you can have this.
You don't need that.
Okay.
Rubber spatula, because what you're going to want to do.
Turn it back up to medium.
Yeah, turn it up to medium, but what you're going to want to do is kind of let them set a little bit.
Yeah.
And I want scrambled and creamy, not frittata.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to let them set just a wee bit. If you want to go ahead and grab the pretzel, grab that. And Nope. You're going to make more coffee. Okay.
I got to make more coffee for myself.
I will grab it because I'm going to let those set.
I need more coffee.
Chili needs more coffee.
Yeah.
Ooh, those are nice and golden brown. And I have cheese sauce to go with them. Also from the grocery store. That probably needs to be microwaved in something.
I'm going to need some chocolate shavings too.
Or not. Well, I will give you the... Okay. So once they start to set, you're going to scoop in with your rubber spatula. That's why you need a rubber one. Start to scoop it in. And what you're ultimately going to do is scramble the eggs. And watch your heat because it can get away from you.
Mm-hmm.
And you want them creamy. So you're going to undercook them just a little bit. I'm going to stand here and watch them because I've already got them kind of browning on one side. Undercook them just a little bit because by the time it gets from the pan to the plate, it'll be cooked. Eggs are funny that way. Yeah, see, I've got a nice little crust on the bottom. Now, I will say, if you don't like your food to touch, this might not be the dish for you. And when I was explaining to Phoebe what I was making, she always asked me after school what I'm making on the show on Mondays. So I was,
really?
Yeah, oh yeah, because that tells her if she's going to come home and eat a great big snack or a little snack.
Oh.
Sorry.
Did she have a big snack or a little snack?
She had a medium-sized snack.
Oh, okay. She had a big snack.
She asked me if she could put ketchup on it. So the answer to that is yes.
Yes. You can ruin the flavors with ketchup.
All right. And there we go. Because you don't want them any more cooked than that or they'll end up hard.
That's right.
So I'm going to take that off the heat.
Man, those look delicious.
To plate.
Yeah. Oh. I forgot to stir my...
I'm not going to worry about heating that cheddar cheese sauce because I'm the only one that's going to eat it. Okay. Now that I've done that, I can put this somewhere where the heat won't bother it.
So I need to make her a coffee drink.
Yeah, make her some coffee.
All right. Thanks.
There you go, folks.
Her coffee
nice
doesn't get
steamy.
the orange flavor, but it gets everything else.
Mm-hmm. So can they see? Oh, they can't see. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Put that pumpkin stuff in her. She likes it. The cream, and then top it. All right. So, Hoppel Poppel it is. Very much like our Midwestern American hash, but it's typically on hash. You do fried eggs, and you put the fried eggs on top. This, we scrambled the eggs into it. either way, it's about the same recipe, to be honest with you, which I find quite fascinating, really. That's another story for another time. And then, of course, our pretzels straight from the freezer, but in the air fryer, so they didn't take very long. And you know how to get the salt to stick if you like the salt, and if you don't like the salt, don't use it. And yes, douse it with ketchup if you have to. Or cheese. I didn't put cheese in this. Usually when I do it at home, I put cheese in it for breakfast, but not necessarily part of the tradition. So a few tips and tricks, and Chili is having more coffee, and the kids having some sort of coffee.
Yeah.
And with just pile that up. There you go. I'll do this. So we have a kid-friendly coffee here, and we just use regular creamer in it.
Yeah, we use the pumpkin spice
instead
creamer.
of
instead of the orange stuff.
Yeah, if you had like orange
extract.
Thank you, extract.
Mm-hmm.
It would be about the same.
Maybe orange bitters, maybe.
That'd be too bitter.
Too bitter.
Orange extract would definitely do it. Otherwise, just put flavored. It just becomes a coffee drink at that point. So there you go.
I forgot to stir hers too.
Oh, that self-stir. All right, that's it. Breakfast in not very much time.
About 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
30 minutes. We talk a lot at the beginning, so this goes together really fast. And again, it's gonna move faster for you probably because I'm talking through it.
It will. It'll go quicker for them.
Yeah, it's easy. And Saturday morning breakfast, if you've got all sorts of leftovers, use them because this is one of the easiest things to do. So there we go. You know how I feel now.
I've known how you feel for a long time.
Yeah, it's not quite so bad. That's why I use the air fryer. Something in the backyard.
Yeah, something's out in the backyard.
Okay. That's it. We've got another German Monday night and
one more.
We might do a schnitzel. Schnitzel?
Yeah, sure. It goes well with beer.
It goes well with the hot tub. Well, yeah, I might schnitzel it.
We'll do beer and Jaeger shots.
Oh, no, we won't. No. That's bad.
She will. She'll do a shot of Jaeger.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That just okay.
Oh yeah.
I am not that young anymore.
But it's cold.
It is icy cold.
It's icy cold.
In the cold pack.
It's in the cold pack.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us.
See you, everybody.
Hope you had some fun. We will see you next week. Have a great week.
Hope you guys are eating as well as we are.
Hope so.